Hey everybody, what's up? We're here with a timeless reading. In the pre-shuffle, I was seeing the Eight of Cups and also the Three of Swords. So it looks like there's a situation where you're like, why am I staying around for this? Or maybe it's time that I moved on. What should I do? We're starting off with the Two of Pentacles here, and I'm also seeing the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this can be you like debating something or trying to figure it out, maybe feeling like you're struggling a little bit with a choice or how to do something here. Weighing your options. This can be the right way to approach a dynamic as well, because I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles here. This can be like, how can I be a better like compromiser or a better collaborator or work better with myself or work better with this person. You're coming out as the King of Cups here, so something a bit emotionally challenging for you. I'm also seeing the Five of Cups here too. So this is you trying to like hold it steady even though you're going through something, maybe feeling like disappointed by how it's turning out, or just like looking at something and being like, I feel like that was a lost opportunity or a missed opportunity, something like that. But I'm seeing you like trying to not let this get the best of you, but it's got you a little bit choked up maybe, or a little bit pressed, it seems. I'm seeing that like there is something that you're doing here and there is something that you're figuring out, but I feel like you're not believing in yourself to do this. Like having Two of Pentacles and having the Eight of Swords here, this is almost like I'm not going to be able to figure this out, or I'm not going to be able to sort this out, or like I don't know how to do it. It's like not believing in yourself to get this sorted. Maybe it has to do with the other person also. Like maybe if this involved like a different person, you would feel differently about it, but because of who or whom is involved in this, that's what has you feeling like this. I feel like it's specifically related to like whoever this is that you're interacting with. And also I'm seeing that like on a better day, on a day where things are going your way, we can say you may have a more positive outlook on this, but because of you already feeling a bit beaten down by the way that this situation went, you may be like less likely to feel like you are like in that place to have that energy to be able to do this. I feel like you wanted something to be mutual and it may not be like that. Or like you wanted something to be like a shared thing and it may not be like that. And this was what I was seeing in the pre-shuffle. You can look at a situation and be like, I thought that it was gonna be, or like, I thought that we could do this. I thought that like you would show up and I would show up and it would be something that worked together, but that may not be the case. It doesn't look like that's what's happening. And because of seeing the Eight of Cups, you may be like wising up to that now at this point, but it can be something that's like hard to swallow, like hard to come to terms with, because we're having the Five of Cups above the Six of Pentacles. So this is like, I got my hopes up and I thought that it was like compatible, or I thought it was mutual, and now I'm seeing that it's not. And I'm also seeing the Four of Cups here too. that's connected with the King of Cups. And so that can feel like an emotional like denial, or somebody being like, no, I'm not into that, or like saying no to something or turning it down. It's like that sort of thing here. And it could have been something that you like thought was going well with the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Like something could have even felt ideal. But I just get it sort of like going in a different direction than you thought. You were like, I perceive that it's going to be like that, and that this is what's going to happen here. And I'm seeing things definitely like went a different way. And now I'm getting you get to the point of like coming to terms with that. And Eight of Cups will be that point where you're like, okay, like I just need to accept this and like keep moving. Like keep my story moving rather than staying stuck here. You could have felt too like you had a lot to offer, or that like something did work really well together, but I just get the vibe like somebody wasn't feeling this. Otherwise the Four of Cups wouldn't be here. So this means that like somebody wasn't resonating with this, and that's why. On an emotional level, it wasn't the thing, it wasn't working. And better to know now than later, right? Some of you, this could have been you almost getting into a relationship. Some of you, this has to do with a relationship that you were in or are in. It looks like you know what you do want. I just feel like this situation didn't align with that for you. Because I'm seeing like, ideally, like I'm seeing in your head like this vision that you have of like what you want and what that looks like and how that would go. But I feel like maybe it's like I understand what you're trying to make here, but the ingredients that you had to make this recipe like were not gonna work. But I'm seeing you thought that it could. And that's sort of what's coming together now. There's even like a desire that somebody proposed the same thing that you do. Who is this coming out? I'm seeing the Devil come out reversed. Interesting. I'm also seeing the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck as well. I feel like Devil reversed is kind of like getting out of a sticky situation here. Something that may have, just like what I'm seeing is that if you had continued to involve yourself within this, it may have been something that you felt like took your power away, or like took your energy or siphoned your energy. So I'm getting that like either way it wasn't going to be the type of reciprocity that you wanted, but if this continued rather than stopping where it's stopping, it would have been something that sort of like robbed you of your energy. That would have been how you felt anyway moving through this. So I feel like this is more so like this thing, it just like would have gotten like a stickier and stickier situation. It feels like if this had continued further. I do get like Two of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. It's feeling like almost a helpless energy that's connected with a relationship. almost like there's nothing that I can do. But also, Eight of Swords too is like this place that we mentally put ourselves in. So it's not like it's just that's how it is. It has to do with the framework that you're seeing this, like your perspective. Because if you can shift your perspective, you may not see it like that. And that's always the reminder with the Eight of Swords. Because Eight of Swords is when we find ourselves in a spot and it's like, this is a hopeless situation, or I can't do anything about this. I'm helpless within this. Like, there's no way that this can be figured out. It's like that spot of desperation that one finds themselves in. But like the swords are all around, and it's like you can liberate yourself from that. And this person also has a blindfold on as well. So there may be something where you're like purposely not looking at it and being like, I can't do anything about it, you know, but you actually, maybe there's some sort of like responsibility or taking accountability that maybe you'd been avoiding, that if you do that, there's something that can change here, something that can be done here. But it takes looking at something that maybe you don't want to look at, and maybe you've been making excuses not to look at something too. But I get that. Maybe that was just what you needed to hear. Because Eight of Swords is like, my hands are tied, but it's like this person could untie them at any point that they wanted to. Which is like a liberating thing to hear, but it can also be like, wow, that's a lot of responsibility. Like, oh, I do have the choice, you know, it's like a moment like that. And I'm seeing it have to do like specifically with a relationship. So this can be like a partnership, a marriage. It can be a commitment of yours too that you have. It can be a work situation. But it's something that you're sort of like in this with like another entity or another person, another being, another energy. And Three of Pentacles is like trying to work together. But maybe there was something where you were like, it can't work, or it's not gonna work, or no matter what I do, it's not gonna do anything, I'm not gonna be effective. But having Three of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles, and also the Nine of Cups here, it seems like I feel like you have ideals about this and like ways that you want it to go and wish for it to go. And like a desire for things to like feel enjoyable even, or feel a particular way that you want it to feel. But what I'm saying too is that having this King of Cups here and having the Four of Cups, this can be like somebody denying something or turning it down or being like, you know, that's not really resonating with me. And I'm seeing also this Knight of Pentacles coming through, which this can be like somebody coming through and really taking their time to actually do this. I'm hearing to make this effort. And I'm seeing it's almost like they're showing up late to the party. See, it seems like something's already been done already, and this person is like coming through and being like, hey, wait. But I feel like this is really, really late, what's happening here. And somebody may already be like the cup's already spilled, you know, like what can even be done. But I'm getting something like that. But whoever is like really feeling I feel like one energy is like maybe trying to do something or fix something, or like reprise something in some way, and the other energy is like there's nothing we can do, or like it's over, or like what's done is done. It feels like that, but maybe like kind of giving up a little bit. But maybe one is also now at this point like coming to terms with the fact that something doesn't align. Like I'm hearing with the value ship. I feel like with values in general, this can be somebody being like you already messed up, you already treated me in a way I didn't want to be treated. It's like, I get the vibe of something feeling like it's ruined, or maybe irreconcilable, or like irreparable, but I feel like somebody's coming through and trying to maybe repair something. And to have the devil in reverse, this can be like trying to make a situation better or like healthier. Because I see the devil in reverse as like an actual opposite of the devil card. And when devil is right side up, it's like a sticky situation that we find ourselves in. Something that's like unhealthy, something that's out of balance, something that lacks temperance. But with the devil upside down, I see this as like a change for the better, and maybe something that would be a step in the right direction. Potentially. I get the vibe of like potentially repairing something here. But because there are two energies involved, it's going to depend on both people too. Like a relationship always will. It's not just one person and what they want to do. When another person's involved, it's only going to work if you guys are like manifesting something, either like the same thing or compatible things. The two cards out, manifesting the same thing or compatible things. This is about everybody needing to be on the same page emotionally. And maybe that's what's going to happen here. Maybe this is going to be the opportunity to do that now. Yeah, that is the challenge. It seems like everybody being on the same page. Because that's the only way that something is going to work. Because if you just think about it, like if both people want the light switch on, then both people are going to flip the switch up, you know, and then the light's going to come on. If one person wants it on and one person wants it off, it's either going to keep flickering or you're just going to be in a standstill with them and like not go anywhere. You know what I mean? So this is about needing that compatibility to be able to mutually manifest something with somebody, which is also going to take communication too. So if you're up for it, we're going to label this, I'm pretty sure Capricorn is the only card that came out, so we're going to label this as a Capricorn reading. I'm seeing Mercury here too. Yeah. Alright, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.